Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Pilatus discontinues production of Porter PC-6, RAF Red Arrows to tour the Middle East, and Hartzell Propeller creates composite blade pre-flight check video for pilots. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's August 30th, 2017, and this is Airborne Unlimited. It brought fame to the Pilatus name worldwide. The Pilatus Porter PC-6, the multi-role aircraft, has been produced at stands without interruption since 1959, currently 10 aircraft per year at most. The PC-6 is one of the world's longest-running production stories in the aviation industry. That will come to an end in early 2019 when production will cease. Support will be provided to existing customers for the next 20 years, at least thereby ensuring reliable ongoing PC-6 operations. Pilatus has produced a total of 500 PC-6s since 1959. Slightly fewer than 100 machines were also produced in the USA under license. Amongst its many achievements, the Pilatus Porter has flown several cargo and passenger trips at maximum useful load to an altitude of 5,700 meters above sea level, a world record that has yet to be exceeded. Pilatus will accept orders for the PC-6 latest until mid of 2018. The number of aircraft available is limited. Existing customers may depend on at least 20 years of support and spare parts for the PC-6, ensuring reliable continuing operations well into the future. The UK Red Arrows will perform in Kuwait as part of a wider regional tour with a program that will promote the United Kingdom's long-standing relations across the Gulf. This historic Red Arrows tour will be a visible demonstration of UK engagement across the globe, flying the flag to promote Britain in important capitals through the Great Campaign, said Defense Secretary Sir Michael Fallon. At a time when the UK is negotiating a new, deep, and special partnership with the European Union, it is continuing to look outwards globally. The tour will highlight the partnership with the British Armed Forces in each nation visited, as well as demonstrating that the UK is open for business, committed to peace and security, and a leading player on the global stage. The Red Arrows Tour will allow for further close cooperation with Kuwaiti and regional armed forces and promote opportunities for investment and trade with the United Kingdom, encourage government-to-government engagement to develop economic partnership, and showcase the excellence of STEM education with UK universities with displays in Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and the UAE. After the break, new Hartzell video educates on composite prop pre-flights.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. The growing popularity of composite props is changing the way some pilots are conducting their pre-flight walk-around inspections. To aid in the understanding of these newer props, Hartzell Propeller has added its series of how-to videos for pilots and mechanics. The newest video covers the evaluation of structural composite propeller blades by describing the ins and outs of composite prop pre-flight checks for pilots. Pre-flight checks for structural composite propellers are very similar to metal props with some subtle differences, said Hartzell Propeller Executive Vice President J.J. Frigge. Hartzell's composite expert Kevin Ryan walks pilots through the pre-flight step-by-step, including a discussion of nicks, gouges, and paint erosion caused by runway debris. In the video, Ryan also addresses trailing edge impact damage from tow bars or other ground handling equipment. He describes airworthy damage limits and how to properly coin tap the blade to detect evidence of possible delamination. Hartzell uses aerospace-grade composite construction materials that are incredibly durable, but they are not entirely immune to damage. Unlike aluminum or wooden blades, Hartzell's composite propeller blades can be restored to their original dimensions over and over again, providing excellent life cycle cost. With some 3,000 aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite aero-TV classic episodes.
Well, I think firstly the Cicaré products are probably the best kept secret in the world in helicoptering at this level. Augusto Cicaré is an icon in this business. So at the show now we've got the SVH4 here.
Cicaré helicopters displayed the SVH4 single-seat simulator training device at HAI 2017. Mike Creed, CEO, DEA General Aviation for Cicaré Helicopters, told Aero-News CEO and Editor-in-Chief Jim Campbell that the SVH4 can be used by student pilots for up to 10 hours credit towards their FAA private pilot certificate. Search Best Kept Heli Secret Cicaré at Heli-Expo 2017 on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, Orbital ATK successfully launches Minotaur 4.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. An Orbital ATK Minotaur 4 space launch vehicle successfully launched and placed into orbit the U.S. Air Force's operationally responsive Space 5 spacecraft on Saturday. The Minotaur 4 launched from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station's Space Launch Complex 46, which is operated under license by Space Florida. Northern Europe-based BAA Training has renewed its Russia Federal Air Transport Agency approval for Boeing 737CL initial, recurrent, and renewal training. The approval also grants use of BAA Training's own Boeing 737CL full flight simulator for providing training to Russian airline operators. Boeing and Tokyo-based Japan Investment Advisor Company have finalized an order for Boeing 737 MAX 8 airplanes valued at $1.12 billion at current list prices. The order was previously announced as a commitment at the 2017 Paris Air Show in June. The new 737 MAX 8s are the first directly purchased airplanes for JIA and will help bolster the lesser growing fleet of next-generation aircraft. Culminating a 2-decade-long effort, FAA Administrator Michael P. Huerta on Friday joined local and state officials in dedicating the new 8600 runway at Taos Regional Airport. The new runway is perpendicular to the original runway. It will enable pilots to operate more safely at times of the year when wind directions make the airfield more challenging. The Breckenridge, Colorado Town Council considered a drone ordinance at its regular meeting recently, But after hearing from several commercial drone operators during the meeting, the council decided that the ordinance needs more work before a vote is taken. Town attorney Tim Berry told the council that it was obvious that the proposed ordinance needs more work. He said the city needs to get more input from the public. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now, let's get back to the rest of the news. Air Force officials announced 3 additional initiatives designed to enhance mission readiness by keeping pilots in the service and bringing retired pilots back to fill critical rated positions. The first is an increase in flight pay for both officer and enlisted aviators for the first time since 1999. The second is an expansion of the fiscal year 2017 aviation bonus program to include non-contracted and contract-expired pilots that began August 4, 2017. The third is the Rated Return to Active Duty program, which brings retired pilots back into the service to fill critical rated staff positions that began August 11, 2017. The Air Force was 1,555 pilots short at the end of fiscal year 2016. The first initiative provides higher amounts of flight pay. Aviators will see a reduced number of steps in the Air Force Aviation Incentive Pay Table, an increase to a maximum of $1,000 per month, and increased pay rates across all steps for officers. Simultaneously, enlisted aircrew members will also see their incentive pay increase. Air Force incentive pay for aviators with less than 6 years of aviation service hasn't been increased since 1980. The most recent changes to incentive pay were made in 1999. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited streams daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.